Говорите, Константин Георгиевич.
Готовы, да? Ну, готовы, да? Отлично. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm glad that finally we start our webinars. My name is Konstantin Korotkov, K-O-R-O-T-K-O-V, and I am professor of physics and biophysics in St. Petersburg University of Information Technologies, Mechanics and Optics. And I'm happy that now we have a lot of people here presented, and some of them are our long friends, and welcome everybody. Some of them are new, and now I want to announce shortly our new course. Idea is as follows. You know that I'm traveling a lot worldwide, and I'm visiting different countries, meeting a lot of people, both scientists, researchers, and just interested people who are interested in something new in life. And what was amazing for me, you know, we live with you in 21st century, and this is really amazing fact. And it's only the beginning of 21st century. But did you pay attention how many change has happened from the beginning of this century? If you compare life now it's almost 15 years, and life in 20th century, you will see tremendous difference. And it's everywhere. It is difference in political situation and geopolitical situation in the world changed dramatically. It is different in climate. Never ever before we had so turmoil climate. Now you know that just now, those days, it is big snowstorm in United States, in New York. There are big rains in different countries, people dying in this rain. There are hurricanes, tornadoes, and all this happening in this 21st century. Why is it so? Because we live in the time of tremendous transformation. Transformation of our universe, transformation of the whole life of everybody. And now I want to discuss with you only one topic that I want to share knowledge, I want to share my vision, and of course I wouldn't do it only now, but we plan to make this a series of lectures. So this topic, it is foundation of a new paradigm in science. Quite recently, maybe a week ago, I finished a new book. The title of this book is New Scientific Revolution, Water Known and Enigmatic. And in this book, I am presenting new scientific ideas. I am presenting a new vision of what it is water, what it is structured water, what it is healing water, what it is water good for health, and what is water bad for health. And in this water, I am demonstrating now we have tremendous, really tremendous new step in this understanding of water. And frankly speaking, for me, it became finally understandable and finally clear only last year, by the end of last year. For many years, I am involved in this research, but still it was not clear for me what's going on and how it is possible to mix together really fantastic theoretical achievements in quantum field, in quantum dynamics, and experimental data. But only by the end of this last year, it became absolutely clear. Because we had a conference, water conference, and we have this conference every year, every autumn, for last practically 10 years. And you can find this on www.waterconference.org. And at this conference, it was presentation of top-level scientists in the world, led by Nobel Prize winner Luc Montagnier, then Professor Jared Pollack from United States, Professor Vladimir Vayekov from Moscow University, and many others, who presented absolutely new water. And now, like a puzzle, it came all together. So in my book, I was trying to present it. Now this book is written in Russian. Soon, when it will be edited together with my friend, Professor Vayekov, we'll have it published in Russian, and then we'll have it translated to English. That by the next conference, water conference, that will be in October, beginning of October this year, in Bulgaria again, we'll have this book published. So it's only one line. We have same interesting lines in many areas of development. And first of all, my main interest and main focus of attention, those are signs of consciousness. You know that in 20th century, it was no signs of consciousness, and even more than that, it was not, I would say, polite for scientists to discuss about consciousness, because it was considered as non-scientific. Of course, we understand it in psychology, in some humanitarian areas, in philosophy, it was always some discussions about consciousness. If you take European science as a whole, you will find that there are no notion of consciousness in European science. If you look to biology, to medicine, if you look to physics, biophysics, you will find description of operation of different organ systems, of the operation of cell on molecular level, now on genetic level, but never in no chapter you can find something related to consciousness. We are conscious people, and we are now many billions of people living on the earth. Now it is clear that we transform the earth with our activity, with our existence. But it's not just physical transformation. It is much more than that. It is transformation of the universe by our presence, by our consciousness. Quite recently, I came to a book where they propose idea based on scientific data, based on quantum electrodynamics, quantum mechanics, that our consciousness, it is creation force universe. Without consciousness, universe doesn't exist at all. Of course, it is quite, I would say, extravagant idea, and we need to look deep into these ideas. We need to understand very deep what's going on, but it's scientific. And now we have a lot of new data that demonstrated us that now we have no division, less and less division between materialistic science, between our Western science and Oriental wisdom. So in all our activity, we are trying to create bridges between strict Western science, Western knowledge, and Oriental philosophical approach to life. But one more topic. I am just talking about new paradigm in science. And of course, this is very important topic to present it to the world, because even scientists, even professors in universities, they don't know about this, not about normal people. But discussing with people in different countries, with medical doctors, with researchers, practitioners, engineers, lawyers, many people of different directions and different specialties, I found that most of those people don't remember the basics of physics, biophysics, and attitude to life. In Russian universities, in biology universities and medical universities, It is obligatory course on biophysics, where we present ideas how we can explain mechanisms of light from physical point of view. Because we are conscious beings, we are biological substances, but at the same time, we are governed by our physical body. We present trinity of physical body, of our mind, and of our spirit. And only when it is united together, we have human being. If there are no physical body, then it is very difficult to live in this world. Of course, it is possible, but difficult. When you don't have mind, then you understand that maybe people who don't have mind, they may be happy, but for them it's difficult to be part of our society. And when people don't have soul, then those are just animals. They can eat, they can behave, they can multiply, but those are just like animal life. So only if we have all this together, physical body, our mind, and our spirit, our soul, only then we can consider ourselves as human beings. But to understand these principles, we need to come deep into the basics. We need to know basics of physics. What does it mean, fields? What does it mean, biological fields? What's the difference between electromagnetic field, gravitational fields, other type of fields we do have? And unfortunately, most of people, they don't know this. They just forgotten. And it's understandable, because basic education in most countries are not satisfactory at all. Not at all. Plus, of course, if you are a medical doctor, if you are a biologist, then of course it's very difficult for you to remember all these topics. And that is why one of the goals of the course that we want to propose, to give you basic knowledge, to remind you of what was given to you maybe in school, maybe not, what was missed because you wasn't interested by that time, but what is really important if you want to be in modern world. Now we use, for example, a lot of quantum instruments. I wouldn't even mention lasers or high frequency generators, super high frequency generators, different devices that we use in medicine, tomography devices. But look to your watch, look to your mobile phone. Those are all quantum devices. They are all based on quantum principles. Look to ourselves. Look to yourself. You are quantum subject. All your body on the basic level, the low molecular level, operates on quantum principles. So we are quantum beings. We are enlightened beings. We light beings. But who knows about this? This knowledge, again, it is quite new. I discuss with medical doctors. They are using lasers in their everyday practice. And ask, okay, what does it mean laser? What does it mean quantum? What's the difference between quantum world and Newtonian world? In what world we are living? In Newtonian world or quantum world? How we can explain life? Do we need this quantum approach? In everyday life, we don't need it at all. we are living on flat surface. We are measuring distance by simple instruments, and we don't need quantum. But if we come deep in the origin of life, if we come deep to consciousness, then we need quantum. Because I believe, and it's a lot of scientists like myself who believe in this, that our consciousness operates on quantum principles. And quantum, it means illogical. It means absolutely different type of logics and different type of explanation of life than in everyday reality. But this is our reality. And that is why we need to know these principles. We need to know how to apply it to everyday life. And we need to know what's the consequences for all of us in those principles. In our activity, we are mostly involved in scientific research work, and mostly we are involved in experiments. Ideas that I will tell you about and ideas that we'll discuss, those are ideas created by thousands of scientists worldwide. Those are all scientists who are operating on frontier side of science, on frontier of our knowledge. And of course, it's not easy. There are a lot of skeptics. There are a lot of conventional scientists who don't want to break the boundaries, who don't want to hear anything new, and they hope that they will be able to explain our life based on ancient 19th century principles. But it will be impossible. 21st century needs absolutely new ideas. Look, what tremendous transformation we have in technology. If you compare 20th century, when only some people was able to afford mobile phones, and you look to your mobile phone now, you see tremendous difference. We hope that after some time we'll have global network system where Wi-Fi will be available everybody, to everywhere, to everybody, and it will be practically for free. And we are moving to this. Of course, we have new attitude to life because life became transparent. All of us, we are transparent. Now you can hear me, but at the same time, thousands of other people can hear me at the same time. And we have nothing to hide. Everything is open. Everything that we do is open, and everything we are ready to share with everybody. But you need to understand that, of course, it's a lot of questions. Oh, how about private life? Yes, of course. Private life, it should be private. And you need to take care and preserve, protect your private life, protect your soul, protect your inner self. Don't have it open to everybody. But it's not technology. It's not outside. It is all inside. And what is inside, it's only on you, depends how you present it to the world. Of course, you can go to Facebook and or contact and share all your private photos, all your private events with everybody. Of course, if you want, why not? But if you don't, then it's absolutely another story. So let's not to be afraid. Let us not have fear. And it's one of another topic of our discussion. Because fear, those are boundaries. Those are your cage that keep you in this closed room, little room, and you don't see what's outside. If you don't have fear, if you are not afraid to break those bars and look around, you will see that life is open, life is full of light and full of love. Of course, you can ask me how it's possible if there are so many evil in the world, if there are wars around, if there are fighting on political level, on individual level. Yes, it is. It was always so. It was always fighting between light and dark, between positive and negative. And it's a choice of everyone. What would you choose? To be on positive side or to be on negative side? And then if you are on positive side, and I'm sure that all of you are belong to this line, then we need to fight for this positive. And I am used to work nearby my desktop. I don't like to go somewhere and march with protests. I prefer to create positive information. Positive information that may help other people to be positive. And this is closely related to physics. This is closely related to quantum principles. This is closely related to everything that we have in our universe. Our universe is organized on positive principles. You know that there are so-named anthropic principle. It tells us that all the universe is designed to provide life. All the universe is specially created to support life. Wouldn't Big Bang development of events would be 1% different, then life would have been impossible. And you know that all main constants, physical constants, they are specially designed this way to support biological life. And we'll discuss with you why it's possible. And of course, you understand that it's not only myself who will be in this situation, in these discussions. We have main slogan, science, information, and spirit. So we present everything from strict scientific point of view, and this is the basis of everything. We are based on ideas of information, and again, this is important topic in everything that we are doing, transfer of information, and we'll discuss with you as well. And we try to present ideas of spirit, of soul, combining this scientific understanding with spiritual attitude to life. Of course, it's not easy. It's only first steps. Of course, I understand that we maybe in 10 years will change our attitude to many topics because it is absolutely new frontier science. It's absolutely new attitude to life. And it's impossible to create something really significant from the first step. You know that you need to develop some ideas, you need to develop some concepts, but then you can change this concept. You can change it and create something new based on experience, based on experimental data. That is why a lot of attention, a biggest part of our activity, those are creating and developing experimental data. I have very good group of people around, very good scientists, very good researchers, students, and all together, worldwide, we try to make different experimental sessions to prove those ideas. Now we have very good potential for this because We have a good instrument, and this is BioWell. This is our new instrument that we have developed several years ago. Now this instrument is available. This instrument allows us to study human energy field. This instrument allows us to study energy field of different subjects, water in particular. So complementary part of this instrument is a special electrophotonic sensor. And this sensor allows us to study the energy of space around us, and allows to record emotions, record different intentions, and very important part of our activities, experimental study of intentions, of love, of positive intentions, and their influence to material world. And as those instruments are available worldwide, then it is very easy and convenient for all of us to be involved in this research. And what's important, you don't need to be researcher, you don't need to be scientist. You need to have only interest, and you need to spend some time, some efforts to get the principles, the basics, and then to move forward on these principles. So in the course that we are proposing, we'll give some practical sessions, practical lessons, how to use this, how to use that, and different people will present their different instruments. Because BioWell, it's not the only technology. We have many different technologies, and we have many bright people, inventors, who are developing their new instruments. And of course, we'll try to present it on big scale. So we are planning to have this course for the whole year. We have connection to universities, and at some moment we'll establish this course as university course. Of course, it takes time. Now we are just beginning. We start only from the very beginning, and I'm really happy that we have people from worldwide even today, and I'm sure it will be more and more people, and not only from Europe, but we have many good friends and colleagues in South Asia, in Pacific area, in South Americas, in United States, in Baltic countries, and of course we hope that all together will be like one family. Because we are not just giving some knowledge. We are not just giving you a university course where you need to get some marks and then to get diploma. No. We are giving you some new understanding of life around ourselves. We are giving you new understanding of yourself and the way how you can live in this world more happy way, more healthy way, and of course full of interest and full of love. So I hope that it will help a lot of people. I hope that a lot of my colleagues will take part in this process from different countries. And of course we plan to make this course in English. Unfortunately, it's impossible to make in different languages, but maybe at some moment it will be possible. It will become possible due to technology. So I invite all of you to join this line, to join this course, and then maybe once, twice a month, we plan to make sessions, 1 hour, even more, and then we'll exchange with you messages, we'll exchange ideas, and we'll discuss what's interesting for you, and then we'll pay attention, special attention to interesting topics. So now I don't want to take your attention, take your time anymore. If we have some questions, of course, I am ready to answer. Now, if you have some questions, because I know that we can exchanges ideas. You can write down something, and I would be happy to answer your questions. But then, of course, we can exchange emails, messages, and all together we need to create course that will be interesting, understandable, and easy. Now it was, especially I didn't include any presentations, materials, or whatsoever. You understand that I have plenty. But my idea was that this first introduction would be just interconnection. I see your names. I see some of the questions. Okay, what is the instrument? The quality of water. We are using several instruments to measure water. And of course, we are measuring always obligatory normal parameters like pH, like conductivity, like some physical parameters, depending on instruments you have. And at the same time, we are using BioWell instrument, GDV instrument. Now very tremendously powerful data maybe created by laser scattering, and academician Konovalov he's using laser scattering, and he is having fantastic results, really fantastic results. Plus those results they support theoretical ideas developed by Emilio del Giudice and Propagata that have created quantum electrodynamic principle of description of water. And at some moment we'll discuss this in details. So as I've told, we plan to make it not only theoretical, not only just like this, but with a lot of material, presentations, data, graphs, and of course it should be interrelationships. It should be interconnected. Okay, one more question. Okay, for houses, we are using our BioWell. We are using measurement of electromagnetic environment, of air properties, of radioactivity, of number of particles in the air. And my colleague Dmitry Orlov, he is specialist in this. And at some moment, we'll spend the whole session discussing this topic because they are very important as well. Okay, about the technology water cleaning device you used to have on your site. Then at the denomination and creation amazing water for our family. One thing doesn't remove organics, which is the source of our time. Someone needs to create a system that removes this. Okay, it's another separate topic about water cleansing, about water devices, water. So I promise that at some moment we'll spend maybe not even one lesson discussing about this, because it's a really very complicated topic. Of course, the real video pictures of a full body energy field. So of course, yes, of course, it's a part of our curriculum. It's obligatory. Can you really mention the change of reverse osmosis? Reverse osmosis, it's only one technology. And again, it's a separate topic of discussions. So I don't want to discuss it now because it will be separate, maybe not one even, lecture just on this topic. Energy, will you discuss energy healing and energy medicine phenomena? Yes, of course, sure. It's a part of one of my favorite topics. You know that I have several friends who are top level healers in the world in different countries. I have tremendous experience in this field. We are doing experiments in this field all the time. In March, I plan to visit Victor Filippi, who is really one of the top healer in the world. And then we plan some experiments with him. The whole experimental session, and of course, we'll keep you informed about this experimental session. So it is very important and interesting topic of discussion, because this process has both positive and negative sides. And you know that we worked a lot with Eric Pearl, with Jody Spencer. We published a book together with Professor Gary Schwartz and Professor Eric Pearl and Professor William Tiller together. So it's very interesting topic that we need to discuss. Okay, it's a question about different Blaga, Svetlitsa. I have nothing to do with this, so it's a separate producers, I would say. So I hope at some moment they will tell what they think and how it should work. All the Svetlitsa and different cuts like this. Dr. Avdeev, yes, Dr. Avdeev, he will be here and he will discuss this topic. Okay, so you see that there are many topics that we need to discuss. We really deeply appreciate if you send us questions, what you're interested in, because those are questions that I asked now. It is in our curriculum. But the more you ask, the more we'll be able to answer. Because if you don't answer the universe, you never get your, if you don't ask the universe, you don't get your answer. So I hope, does Sputnik device measure electromagnetic fields? And if so, isn't that too much electromagnetic noise in today's environment? Okay, it's another very interesting topic of electromagnetic environment, of geomagnetic fields, of their influence to our health, because this is very important for all of us. And of course, we need to discuss it. So Sputnik device, it's a part of BioWell system. It allows us to measure it, and it will be separate discussion, separate webinar with a lot of materials where we'll discuss how to use it, why to use it, and what it is measuring. Okay, so now I'm sure we need to finish because we have so many questions. Please send your questions and we'll be able to include this in our discussions. And I hope that you will join us in this course, because we plan it not just maybe for 1 year, but maybe for many years. Okay, thank you very much, everybody, and bye-bye. I'm off later on to the next meeting. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone. Thank you for participating in our webinar, and on our
Hello?
website that you will be redirected to in a moment when the session is ended. You can subscribe to our newsletter so that you can have quick access to all the updates that we send, and we are going to send some piece from the course as well, even tools that don't participate in the course, so that you may be able to get some information. However, it's of course the best to subscribe to the course, to join us and learn all that great information that we are able to deliver. That's it. Thank you, everyone. And goodbye.
Good night. Okay, goodbye.